Just gonna wait for people to arrive, if anybody's gonna arrive. But just to get the video started, I've got a load of chef uniform inside the washing machine, and I'm going to use High Laundry Guy 1500. I'm going to use the new Hygiene wash, which takes 2 hours and 42 minutes. This is faster than it used to be by around 40 minutes. And also, I'm going to use the Speed Perfect option or VarioSpeed, which takes 20 minutes off. Used to only take 15 minutes off. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to do on 1600 as well. And I've also got the crease guard function activated, which is in the app. Hello, hope you're okay. Janek's there as well. Nice to see you. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I've not tried this cycle yet. This is the third cycle I've done since I've updated it. I did a Cotton's 40 last night with speed just to see what happens. And obviously I've seen the crease guard. And then while I was at work today, I did a nice boil wash. But obviously I was at work, so I didn't see what it did. So this is the first time with Hygiene. Again, like I say, it's a lot faster than it used to be. So let's see what happens with this. So let's start now. See what happens. I'm going to see if I can get the camera closer as well. There we go. A bit closer to the thing. Hopefully that's better. Hi, Callum. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if you want to see the display as well. Might be better. Let's try it like that. See what happens with this angle. That's better, isn't it? Is that better? I think that's better. There we go. Yeah. Hopefully it's clear. Trying to see what the best way to do it is. So that's the IDOS working. There goes the detergent. I'm actually using Persil Ultimate Non-Bio now inside the chamber, which is the new one you can get in Sainsbury's. I couldn't find any other supermarket, so I'm not sure if it's just that's how it is, or if it's available somewhere else, or if just Sainsbury's is going to have it. I don't know. Flushing the main chamber now. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do smell like the old Small and Mighty. Yeah. I mean, my towels that I boil washed, I actually use this one instead of using powder, and the smell is very nice, which is good. Hi, hi, my cat honkers. Sorry, I forgot what your name is. Hard to remember names. Sorry. Christian, that's it. Hi, Bruno as well. I've had so many different things change in my life. Past few weeks, I moved to a new job, and yeah, I've had a lot of time myself to do quite a few extra things that I haven't had a chance to do in the past. So yeah, been a crazy few weeks. And then the update came out for this last night, so I thought, well, I'll try it, see what happens. Um, yeah, I've got no issues to report, so that's good. Yeah, a new job is very good, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I think the heater has come on now. Still doing the load adjustment, which is yeah, Chonkers or Christian. Who's that? HF Washing Machines. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I'm still a chef. Yeah. My new job there. Hours are a lot better. Oh, nice. Mocha Pear White might come in. You never know. No, I mean, it's just a little independent pub restaurant. They do a nice breakfast. They do at lunchtime. They do an evening meal, but the evening meal we only open until 7 p.m. So it's actually quite nice finishing a bit earlier than some pubs, which is nice. So far, I've done all the different shifts, and everybody seems nice that's there. So win-win. And yeah, the update seems to have been launched. I think the IQ 700s had the um, oh, the IQ 700s had the update first, but this one got released last night for the IQ 500. Obviously, this one had the updated tunnels already, so it's interesting to see what happens, see what goes on. Tower 60 doesn't do any spin washes, the jet only gets used once. Well, that's a shame. I liked the Towers wash, it was quite good. But yeah, like I said, this cycle seems to have reduced in time by a lot compared to how it used to be. So I don't know what it's going to do, if it's going to do anything different. My thought was maybe they've added the cotton's rhythm to this cycle, hence they've reduced the time, but I don't know. Guess we'll see what happens. What I'm saving for laundry for Friday's cycle party. Oh, enjoy a laundry party. You can possibly hear banging in the background. That's my dryer. I've got the dryer balls inside. Towels also didn't do a cool down. Nice. That's different. A bit like cottons then. Yeah, try and see what happens. Eco 4060. I mean, on this particular one, they haven't changed the time of the full length, but they have changed the time of the speed. The speed's gone up by 20 minutes, but like I used speed before, it actually reduced the time anyway, so maybe it will. I'll have to give it a go and see. Just need to save up some more washing for that before I try it. So yeah, and I haven't selected any options with this other than speed, but I do have the crease guard function added, which is in the app. Some of you may remember when I first got this machine, this crease guard function was there. It just wouldn't select, and then they updated it and that disappeared completely. But now that is back and it does work, which is good. You'll see that at the end of the video. Some of you may have seen it on my Instagram as well. I did put it on there on the story, but you'll be able to see it in full, see exactly what happens, which is quite good because I don't think anybody else on YouTube has that on their YouTube yet. So yeah, be interested to see what happens. And it'd be interesting as well if this crease guard does work on this cycle, because I don't know, I've not tried it. It does a lot more beeps now as well at the end of the cycle. Before it only beeped once, whereas now it beeps quite a lot. Hello. Hello, Washboy 1600. Welcome. Yeah, the end beep goes on now for quite a while before it starts the anti-crease, and then it does the anti-crease and beeps a few times during the anti-crease, and then it turns off. So I'll do two more at the end, and then it turns off. But then when you open the door, it does the beep again, which is quite good. Bit more. It's probably more annoying, but it's probably a good thing because it means you actually go and empty the washing. So it's going to stop soon and do a. I think it's going to be sensed now because it's done 12 minutes, so 11 minutes. I think, but we shall see what happens. Shame. Britney Spears. That's old. That's a shame. I mean, on this Easy Care, before I updated it, Easy Care, the only difference was the rhythm had changed back to the old Bosch rhythm for Easy Care after it had heated. So it still do the heating with the fast tumbles and then change to the short ones. But yeah, most cycles hadn't changed. But it'd be interesting if cycles have changed, like this cycle being shorter. See exactly what goes on different, if anything goes different. Definitely seems to be taking longer on the sensing or the load adjustment. But it is still heating as well. Oh, there we go. 1 hour 29. So that's dropped a lot of time off. Interesting. So it still does the old rhythm on this, but it's dropped down a lot of time. What is in the machine? I've got my chef uniform inside there. 3 jackets, 3 aprons, and I think there's 2 trousers and a pair of the chef's hat. That is a big time decrease compared to how it used to be. It is heating up. I can hear the heater going. I noticed the add laundry light's still on as well, so maybe it is still sensing even though it's dropped the time, maybe? Or maybe that's just the glitch. Because there is sometimes glitches where it does that. Where's everybody gone? Everybody's disappeared. Yeah, it reduced, Bruno. It's reduced a lot. It took a lot of time off, which is different. But I'm still thinking it's still sensing because the add washing light's still on. This thing here, I don't know if you can see my finger. This symbol here means add laundry, so I don't know if it's just. I am still here. I'm here just having pizza. Okay. Yeah, I noticed everybody disappeared. But it could just be the YouTube glitching. 1.07 of you, and now there's like 2 or 3. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, at least you're all still there and just YouTube glitching. It's a shame they've decided just to keep this rhythm and not change the cotton's rhythm there. Thought they might have done that, but still, it's definitely heating quicker. I would say that you can hear the heater more compared to how you used to be able to hear the heater. I think. I wish mine had Wi-Fi to get new updates. I know, yeah. But yours is still good, Bruno. I like yours. I think. I think yours is still good. I guess the only way to update yours would have to be an engineer would have to come in and install an update. Good. That's good to hear. Is your Siemens gonna melee tumble rinse? Bruno, one question. Well, the hygiene cycle never distribution minced before, but again, you never know. The update, they may have added it. I don't know. We shall find out. Yeah, it's different. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I don't know why they've reduced it by 0.5 kilo, unless they just thought that 6.5 kilo was pointless and just keep it at 6, which would make sense, I guess. You can still put full loading on speed on this. It doesn't say reduced to 5 kilo. Well, obviously on cottons it says reduced to 5 kilo if you put speed on. So I don't get the logic on these things. I mean, I think what Siemens think is you washing things like bed linen, sheets, things that need hygiene requirements on this cycle. So generally, you wouldn't want to put 10 kilo worth of sheets inside there. It would overload it, and I think that's why they recommend the reduced load size. Equally, if you're going to put towels in again, reduce the load size because they don't want you to overfill it. Um, but then obviously they have their separate towel cycle, which only holds 3.5 kilos. So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the logic. But yeah, still heating. I can hear the heater. The heater is definitely making more noise on this. So yeah, dark wash on mine has changed to 3 minutes, about 3 minutes longer, I think. Um, but yeah, I don't know what's going to change on that. Wonder if it senses better. Unfortunately, service mode doesn't do 1600 anymore. Oh, never mind. It'll make you choose to have a 1600 model next time then. No, I don't know. I don't know why they would have changed that either. It's a bit weird. We've got 7 people watching now. We are live. It is 8:43 on Wednesday, 22nd of April. in the UK. Was it BST? And yeah, we're live in the kitchen in my house with Siemens on the Hygiene 60 wash with speed perfect, or VarioSpeed as Siemens call it. 9 people watching now. Hello. The ads laundry lights disappeared as well. Don't know if you noticed that. So it's obviously has sense now. Or the temperature's got too high now for it to let you open the door, I guess. No, it's still heating at the minute. Can still hear the heater going. But I think it's probably gone above 50, which is why you can't do it. Wish these started slowing down as soon as they fill for the rinse. No, I don't like that, Janet, because basically what happens is, as the machine slows down, that's when a lot of the water gets pumped out. Whereas if you turn the pump off and start filling, you actually have your spin water still inside the drum, which is what Siemens realised, or Bosch realised when they updated it. So they slow down a lot more now to get rid of more of the water before the fill starts. They still have a little bit of overlap. I've noticed it since this update that there's a lot more overlap. You get a bit more of a rinse spin still, but it's not as it's not as obvious as the old models because they basically realised it's better for rinsing. Still heating. It's a little bit warm. Nothing major yet. I don't really get the power speed wash either. I don't understand why they still got that when they've changed cottons and mixed load is still an hour as well. Really don't get why they need to keep that cycle on there, to be fair. And they've got mini load as well. So mini load doesn't do the interspins anyway, so yeah, 3 1 hour cycles, yeah. Don't get it. Oh yeah, it's on the dial. Yeah. Is it on the dial on the new ones that's come out? The 11 kilo ones? I don't know. Maybe it is. Either way, to me, it doesn't seem that they needed that now. I got it before when cottons was 1 hour and 15 or 16 or whatever it was. But now it's, they don't need that cycle anymore, surely. But who knows? suppose it's a selling point having fast wash cycles. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I like to mix load with an hour is good enough, you know. If you need the washing done quickly, use mix load. I thought the update might add Intensive Plus on this as well, but it hasn't. So they obviously decided not to change the options, other than add the wrinkle guard, crease guard, whatever you want to call it. Easy iron, it says on the app when you get to the crease guard stage. So it says there's an hour and 12 minutes left. It's still heating. I can hear the heater still going. Don't know if you can still hear that as well. Maybe the camera might pick it up. I'm not sure. Is it still recording? I think it's still recording. And the temperature's reached. Heater's just kicked off. So it reached 60 degrees. It's got an hour and 8 minutes left. The heater is off. It didn't reset the tumble, so potentially we've got temp hold coming up. Unless that's how they're doing this cycle now. I mean, I was hoping it'd do Cotton's tumbles at the end here, being as if it's now a lot shorter, but I don't know. Maybe that might come in a bit. Hi, Craig. Yeah, I haven't noticed mine do that, Lewis, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if maybe it's just the 4D ones. Unless it's just to flush out the IDOS thing better. I mean, I cleaned IDOS out this morning because I wanted to change to the new Personal instead, and I cleaned it all. And it gets dirty inside that bit. A lot more dirty than you expect. And you can't really get to it because it's behind the flap. Don't know, maybe I have to use an old toothbrush, or I can't get my big hands in there to reach the back of the IDOS bit where the IDOS goes in. So they've yeah, so that's the same as what mine did already, so they've obviously added that to yours. The heater's back on. And the heater's gone back off again. So it is temperature maintaining 60, so that's quite good. At least it still does that, I suppose. be nice if they did add 90. I mean, that's like they used to do that on the old hot points. You could have a 90-degree synthetic wash, and then Miele had um, a 90-degree minimum iron cycle at one point. So it'd be nice if that was there. Doubt it though. Pretty much 1600 is pretty much fast for these as well, really. If they can't put 1600 on power, whatever it's called, power 59, then why would they add 1600 to easy care? Don't know. I thought that the shirt cycle might allow 900 instead of 800, but they haven't changed that either. Because you can select 900 in the app for most cycles. So it's got an hour left. And the heater's just kicked back in. That's right, yeah. It probably was 15 minutes, Lewis, when I checked it. Probably. Or maybe that. I think it was. I think it was 10, but I'm not. I had on speed, so maybe 10 minutes with speed. Maybe 15 without. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what happens on this one as well. Could change per cycle. If you ask me, this cycle is doing a lot more reheating than it used to do. It seems to heat up. Um, there's obviously a different threshold of the temperature. It seems to be reheating more often, so that's obviously to make it more hygienic. I suppose the anti-crease thing is good if you're not there to take it off. Like, for example, earlier when I did my boil wash, I washed my towels. I was at work. When I came home from work, it had literally just finished the anti-crease phase. After 30 minutes, the towels were all nice and soft and fluffy. They all came off the side. Um, I'm going to try it tomorrow with my bedding and see what happens with that. I want to try the full length cottons and see what happens, because that's a lot longer on this now than what it used to be. And I know that if I put the bedding in, it will detect it as a full load, because that's what it normally does. So then I'll be able to see what the full length cycle is like and see if there's any differences on that. And then it'll be interesting to see what happens with the anti-crease on that as well. But yeah, it's good that the app says that it's got how long it's got left before the anti-crease starts, and then if you also go in the app after that, you can also see a countdown of how long the anti-crease has got left. It goes for 30 minutes, and it tells you in there how long there's left on that. So that's quite clever as well. On the machine itself, you don't actually see these times. It just says end for that 15 minutes or 10 minutes, and then it says 0 while it's doing the anti-crease for 30 minutes. I didn't wait 30 minutes. I literally took my washing out as soon as it started. But obviously earlier my towels were in there while I was at work, and it did it for 30 minutes or however long it did. And then it just finished, which was good. It's a shame it doesn't do longer than 30 minutes, but I suppose it's any kind of anti-crease is a good thing when they don't actually do an anti-crease. And it's definitely handy if you're putting it on overnight, or I mean, I usually use this overnight now, so I don't actually see much of the washer in terms of what it does, because I've got the cheaper nighttime electric. So between 2 and 5 a.m, the Eon, who I'm using, they offer a lot cheaper. So my dishwasher, I'd set the timer, use the Home Connect app, and then the washing machine, again, I set the Home Connect app to start at 2 a.m in the morning, and I wake up with clean laundry or clean dishes or anything like that. And obviously I've saved money compared to if I was doing it in the daytime. And if you use the machine between 4 and 7 p.m, obviously you pay a lot more, because that's the way the tariffs work. But yeah, generally I try to avoid between 4 and 7 the using high electric things. It's got 55 minutes left. I mean, before with speed, the machine would already be draining and doing the rinsing by now. So they obviously have changed this cycle a bit. This new parcel doesn't seem to suds up as much. It doesn't appear to suds up as much. And it's heated again. Okay. So that's the 4th time it's reheating now. Thought more people would be here, but I think maybe they were watching I'm a Celeb instead. And now it's on the cool down. But it's cooling down through the back. Interesting. The top stopped tumbling during the draining. So don't have a clue what it's doing now, because that's the eco rinse rhythm. Hello again. So it's drained. It didn't spin. Now it's doing a little rinse-ish. Who knows? Or is this like an extended cooldown or something like that maybe? Or so it did the main wash, then it's done a cool down, then it's drained out, it completely drained out, and then it did a little fill, and then now it's doing this, which is a bit like Eco 460 used to do. So maybe they've decided it's like a suds reduction, or is it a spin wash for the end to cool down, or I don't know. But it's only tumbling one way as well. But maybe this is a sign that the rinses will do this. I don't know. And now it's draining again. Once again, no tumbles for draining anymore. They've changed that. Should spin that one. Okay, I'm interested. Mini load spin. Not mini load, mix load spin. Or water plus spin. Normal rinsing. Well, the new Persil seems to rinse quite well. Already clear water inside there after just one rinse, or two rinses, depending on what that is. And now it's draining. And interestingly, it's tumbling and draining now. And it'll probably spin that. Okay, maybe it's too unbalanced. Yeah, rebalancing. So that's the sensor inside determining that it needed to rebalance. There you are, Janet. Spin fill. Okay, nobody's watching now. One person watching. Where's everybody gone? Second rinse or third rinse, depending on what you think that is. Thanks, Wash Boy 1600. Maybe somebody else's live, so people come to watch that instead. I don't know. Weird. Looks like everybody's came back now. There's 5 people watching. Got 19 minutes left, supposedly. It's done either 2 or 3 rinses, depending on who was there. Hello there. So yeah, it's done 2 rinses proper and then 1 weird rinse where it did sort of distributions. But I don't know if that was just an extension to the cool down or not. But obviously this is now like a normal rinsing, I suppose. My guess is the final rinse will be the same as the normal rinse as well. 18 minutes left. And then they'll probably do a straight up to 1600 final spin. Because obviously, what I told people before, I guess is still the same with Hygiene, is that it no longer does the super long final spin. It'll only do the spin that it detects with the loads, similar to Cottons. I've got Comfort Pure fabric softener inside. You can sort of see that going down the door now. Hi, Christian. Welcome back. You're at the end now. We're on the final rinse. 3rd rinse or 4th rinse, depending on what people thought the. It's like a weird stage, but it's similar to what Eco 4060 does. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a suds reduction phase or something like that. What did you have for dinner? Or tea? Or high tea, or whatever you want to call it? Bits of toast. Is that it? Listening to on the floor. Oh. I haven't put any music on because I don't want to cause any issues with copyright or anything like that. 2 slices of toast. What do you put on your toast? Butter. Just plain butter toast. Like cheese on toast, that's nice. Strawberry jam with toast, that's nice as well. But was it butter or was it spread? Nice. Yeah, that's probably right, yeah. You wouldn't like my music taste anyway, so I'll save you all your ears. And final spin. So this is just the short length 1600. This Cottons does this as well if the load is small, and obviously this particular load is small. So yeah, it's doing the minimum spin. So I think it'll just go straight up to 1600. I think it does one burst first, and then the second burst is when it goes straight up. But we shall see. Don't think we're going to get any balance in. I don't think. Looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Yeah, not sure if it's going to overspeed. Possibly. I guess it depends how long it takes it to get there. It's going to do balancing. Thought it might do balancing. And balancing. God, honestly, I used to be like, you used to like school, but now I kind of hate it. Enjoy your school years, guys. Adult life is completely different to what you think, anyway. I don't think it'll rebalance that. I think it's quite happy with that one. So this one, nope, not the best. Shouldn't matter to anybody what kind of music you like. Just enjoy your music, you know. How long are we going for? 95 minutes? 95 minutes. Pretty good going. Much faster than 2 hours 25 they initially said, anyway. Or whatever it was. We never got to play music in PE, so that's good. I didn't like PE, thought it was rubbish. Liked it in primary school, and then that was it. Didn't see the point of it, to be honest. I like swimming, that's my sport. I don't want to play football or get thrown balls at by dodgeball or whatever they all play on these things these days. So that's 1,000. So maybe it's going to do full length. So that's 1,600. So will it overspeed? I don't know. We'll see what happens. It says it's got 1 minute left. Yeah, be nice. Can you imagine if every single person in the whole world met up for wash collector group, whatever? It'd be crazy. The amount of people on that there is in the world that like washing machines on YouTube. He is a lovely person to speak to. Who's that? Sorry if I missed the comment there. Money. I don't know that one. Nice. I don't really have a favourite song. I'll just listen to anything. Cascada evacuating the dance floor, that's quite good. And the speed is increasing. Still going up. There you go, 1700. It is still going up. There we go. 1700. Flat out. Well, it's definitely longer than 9 minutes anyway. It's like the full length final spin. Okay, slow down. Let's see what happens now. Let's see how long it takes to enter Wrinkleguard phase, or less ironing phase, or whatever you want to call it, crease guard phase. So they added an anti-crease anyway on this cycle because it didn't use an anti-crease before. Whereas when it was on cottons, obviously it still just ends. There we go. So that's the cycle finished. You can try mix full load. What did it say? Sorry. Try mix full load water plus with new update version. I don't know if it's going to overspeed 1700 on mix. I'll have to try it another time and see what happens. But I generally don't really use mix because I like cotton speed better because it does the distribution, which seems to clean the stuff even better than before. But yeah, I'll try mix load and see what happens. But what we're going to do now is it's 10:08 now, official time. I don't know if you can see my oven clock, maybe. But yeah, it's 10:08 now. We'll see what happens in 10 or 15 minutes time. Keep your eye on the display. Um, I can't view the app at the minute because I'm using the phone to record the video. But you see, that's an extra beep. It didn't used to do an extra beep before. You'll notice the display is still on as well. Again, it used to say end for a bit, and then all these other lights would go off. You just get end. Whereas obviously now they've left it so you can still see the spin speed and the temperature, and it says end. I think there's another lot of beeps to come as well. Again, something that's different to what it used to do. And then we're going to enter the anti-crease mode, hopefully the crease guard phase, and I'll show you what that's like, and then we'll end the cycle. And yeah, that'll be the end of the video. But yeah, let's wait a little bit longer and see what happens. Because I want to show you the anti-crease, the 30-minute anti-crease phase. So hopefully you'll stay around and watch a little bit longer. I know it's going to be a little bit boring while we wait for the 10 or 15 minutes or however long it's going to take, but we'll just see what happens. If only we could see the app now, you'd be able to see the countdown of how long is left. Basically, I think it's 10 minutes, it might be 15 minutes. I'll stay. I enjoy chatting. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes. And then it will anti-crease for 30 minutes and then it will end properly. But obviously, I'm not going to film 30 minutes of anti-crease because that would just take forever. But I will show you exactly what happens on the machine at that point. So we'll just see what happens. So obviously, if you're watching this back on YouTube as a replay, you can always fast forward at this stage. Another lot of beeps. Yeah. One thing I also noticed is it in the app it says this is on quiet, whereas I used to have it set to loud, and the beeps sound the same. So I'm wondering if they've actually changed the volume of the beeps on the update as well. I noticed this is the same beeps as what the oven does. It'd be nice if you could change the actual beeps. Could change the actual beep noise and have the old Bosch end of cycle beep because I like that. That was quite nice. Whereas this is just beep beep beep. So it's been 3 minutes so far. Obviously, you like Jennifer Lopez. You like any other music? He's gone. I'm still here. Oh, it's funny waiting for this thing. I was waiting yesterday. I was thinking, is it going to do anything? Is it not? Is it going to do something? And then it happened. I might try mixed on mine with the towels. Yeah. Oh, laundry guy came back. Might try mixed on mine with the towels. Yeah, you have to see what happens. I mean, have they updated it? Don't know. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, to be honest, it'd be good if the cottons wash, the mixed fabrics wash, this hygiene wash, and say Super 15 and the My Time and all that did the cottons rhythm anyway, because I don't see why it doesn't do that. I mean, surely they could program it to do that. It's been 6 minutes so far of waiting, so hopefully soon, 6 minutes or 15 minutes or however long it's going to take. Love the sound LG makes at end of cycle. Is it going to beep again? Probably in a minute. I know that it'll beep as soon as the anti-crease starts. Crease guard, less ironing. 7 minutes. I mean, what I noticed is still in the UK, Bosch only go 1400, and all the Siemens are all 1600. It's like they've decided that they just give Siemens the 1600 models. I believe there's a NEF coming out which will be the same as this with 1600 as well, but I'm not sure on that one. They The problem with Bosch is they change their mind every so often. Like Bosch have gone on the actual Bosch machines, they've gone back to having clear doors again and white finishes, which is a bit like what my old one was. But I don't get why they stopped doing 1600 on them. They do 1600 the rest of the world, so why in the UK stop? Thanks. 10:16 now, so hopefully it's 10 minutes, but it might be 15 minutes. I mean, technically, you can open the door now and that's it. The cycle ends completely. But because I'm trying to show you this thing, I'm not going to open the door. Because if you open the door, obviously it cancels this whole anti-grease thing anyway. I suppose it's good if you're not here when the washing's finished, or if you're in bed and you just, yeah. I'm struggling with a workout. Oh, you are there, Janet. You're in the gym. Good. Push through. We're about finished now. I'm just literally waiting for the anti-crease mode to kick in. we've been waiting for 9 minutes. Hopefully it's 10 minutes, but it might be 15 minutes. But we'll see. That's 10 minutes now. What's a spotter? Personal trainer. Well, that's 11 minutes, so must be 15 minutes before the Anti-Crease starts then. It's 12 minutes. What is a spotter? Yeah, what exactly? I don't know what a spotter is. I'm guessing it's some kind of like personal trainer or something like that, but don't know. I think I'm still waiting for Anti-Crease. Yeah, I think Lewis is right. 15 minutes before it starts doing the Anti-Crease. Then it does 30 minutes non-stop Anti-Crease, which you'll see. Obviously, I'm not going to film 30 minutes worth though, so I might film the first bit and then I'm getting a washroom soon and I am so excited. Nice. You're going to put more washing machines in there then? Oh, nice. It's hard work, you know. Got 6 people watching now. We're just waiting for the Anti-Crease. It must be about to start now. It's about 13 minutes so far passed by. Just keep your eye on the display. There we go. Anti-Crease started. The door's relocked. So yeah, so it's 15 minutes before it starts. Look, the display is saying tap to end. The pause lights flash, for the play lights flashing, and then you've also got the new symbol. It's not a new symbol because it was there already, but it's now lit up. And then you've got the Anti-Crease happening. And obviously it's beeping again to indicate that the cycle is finished. To say, I think Titanic. So that's a new symbol here. I'm trying to focus in on it, but it doesn't seem to want to focus. Love YouTube's focusing. So what we'll do is after this tumble, we'll press the end and go from there. Well, thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, which is good. So I'm going to press this now. There you go. End. Let's open the door. Oops, 2 hours 22, so it reverts back to the beginning. And there you have it. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you again soon. Bye for now.